Avengers Infinity War is the 19th film in the MCU and was directed by the Russo brothers and stars literally everybody. Everyone that's ever been in an MCU film, and they all come together to make one of the biggest films ever made. And this time around, the Avengers must face off against their greatest foe, Thanos, a giant purple alien from another world who wants to collect the Infinity Stones, these gems of great power, and hopefully join them all together to bring destruction to the universe and bring balance as well. And it's up to the Avengers to stop his goal before it's too late. First off, guys, I just want to tell you just how much of a blast this film was. Avengers Infinity War exceeds expectations and never really falters. It never has a slow moment in it. It's always moving, and somehow it's able to bring all these characters together and not feel like a mess. This film isn't a mess at all. In fact, it does a great job of taking the characters and splitting them up into teams so that they're not all together in one room, and I think that's what makes the film work. If all these characters were together in one room, I don't know if it would work as well, but they split them up into teams so that they can make weird combinations with characters we've always wanted to interact with each other. Like, you have the Guardians of the Galaxy interacting with Thor, or you have them interacting with Tony Stark, or Tony Stark interacting with Doctor Strange. And it's all these weird combinations, and they work, and they're really fun. But the core of the film is not the heroes this time, it's the villain. Thanos is a very dark and intimidating villain, perhaps the best that the MCU has ever had, because, in my opinion, I was scared when he was on screen. He has a formidable presence about him that is just different from any MCU villain. I was actually scared when he was on screen, which is a great accomplishment. And Josh Brolin is just great in this role. He is cunning, but also sympathetic, and it's just great. And his CGI is really great, too. I mean, I know it's a CGI character, but he just embodies the role so much that you don't care. It's far different than Steppenwolf in Justice League, who was just a CGI monstrosity and he was just villain. That was it. Thanos is a real character in this film, and honestly the main character of the film. And I think that's what makes this film so different from the others. And it makes him the central character. So the film, although it's an ensemble, it does have a main character in the story, and it pays off so well. I honestly don't know where the films are going to go from here, because I'm not going to go into spoilers, but the film just leaves off with just, I don't know where it's going to go, which is really exciting, and I can't wait for the next one, honestly. Other things to say about the film: the cinematography is great. This is an epic film, and I wish I could have seen it on IMAX, because this deserves to be seen on the biggest screen possible. Something that surprised me about the film was actually how dark it was. Kind of like a DC film, except a lot more fun. Marvel's actually now doing darker better than DC. And I think that's a sign that you can have fun with your movies while also having a darker tone. And Infinity War is an example of this. You have a lot of lighthearted moments mixed with darkness, and it comes into a package that works. And also, some gripes I have: the pacing is rather slow in the first half, but it eventually picks up. And some characters don't get as much screen time as maybe they should, and it's just hard to get all these characters to have enough screen time in a film that has 40 of them. They're juggling through so many characters that some are going to get the short end of the stick. It is such a large film that I knew they probably weren't able to get to every character, and that's understandable. They have their own standalone films, but everybody works together in this film for one goal, and splitting them off into teams, as I said before, was a good idea to do because we've known these characters for a long time. We know who they are, so we don't have to get bogged down with establishing who they are. They can just go off and do their thing, and it works. And ultimately, that's not so much of a problem, but it can be annoying that you don't get to see some of the characters as much as you want to. But other than that, I really enjoyed this film and thought it was just a fun popcorn movie, and I can't wait for the next one. With all that said, though, Avengers Infinity War gets an 8 out of 10. Well, guys, that's my spoiler-free review. I'm going to do a spoiler review as soon as I see the film again, so hopefully I'll get to that soon. And I hope you enjoyed this review. So, with all that said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next review.